Good day, everybody. RWP, the Real World Prepper. Real men are required. Real men are required in this day and age more than ever. Real men used to exist a whole lot more prominently and in greater numbers. And of course, the world we live in is trying to do away with real men and soften our children, our young boys, and confuse them and confuse the girls too. Watch what I've got to say here and go to the link in my community section. I may link it here in this video too. In fact, I probably will. It's a video that you got to see if you hadn't already seen it. Check it out. Here we go. Well, hey everybody, welcome to the morning ride in with RWP. I've done these videos before where we ride along, you ride along, and I drive along. But this morning, this is just the format for no particular reason. You know, for some reason on that day, no particular reason, I just felt like running. A quick, direct response to Rebel Girl 7. Not disappearing, or however you worded it. Just been a busy week. I've been going solo at work. My man that's my help has been out of town on a pre-planned trip, and it just seems to always get a little more hectic whenever you're by yourself there. It just seems to be the general rule of thumb, so no big deal there, but I've just been busy. It took me 3 days, actually on the fourth day, to finally catch my insurance guy. He kept calling, leaving messages. I'd get a chance to call him back, and finally would, and would have to leave him a message, and so on and so forth. And I finally spoke with him yesterday, and some movement is supposed to be taking place very soon, but anyway, I digress. So we got a lot of work to do out there. There's no doubt about it at Area 53 after all this stuff. You guys know it. Those of you who help, thank you. We're gonna try and make it. We're gonna do the best we can. All right, that's all really the best as I can say it. There's gonna be a lot left. A lot of it we can do ourselves, and we will. So on and so forth. Let me get right to something else I want to talk about. Tucker Carlson on Twitter. I don't know if you guys ever followed Tucker, or do now, or did then and still do now, whatever. But and Andrew Tate, love him or hate him, or maybe you don't even know who the heck he is. I knew who he was, but didn't know much about what he did. I didn't follow the guy, but I heard his name come up a lot, and I associated, just based on things I'd heard or read, without me personally having listened to much of anything, if anything at all, of what he had to say. I just thought, oh, he's that guy that he thinks he's the best thing that ever happened to women, and kind of a machismo guy, and, flaunts his money and this, that, and the other. Well, those things are not entirely untrue, but the man has a brain and an insight and opinions that are, in my opinion, are extremely intelligent, informed, and spot on. Tucker Carlson on Twitter did a interview, long form, with Andrew Tate. It was 2 hours and 30 minutes. I posted a link in my community section. Interestingly enough, when I searched it from my house on my TV through my internet, it came up, Tucker Carlson Twitter, the channel. And so chose that, and there it was, and so on and so forth. When I went to search it on my phone so I could post the link, try as I may, as hard as I may, and as long as I tried, I could not find that channel. I typed it. At that point, it became, to me, a challenge to try to find this, via that channel name. At this point, it doesn't really matter as long as you can. Oh, come on out, Mister. Yeah, no sweat. I'll just pull over here and wait for you, dude. Thanks a lot, Lumberman. Anyway, it's just interesting that the things that are easily searchable, I bet if I'd have put in HRT or LGBT or, any kind of crap like that I'd have had hundreds of results, thousands of results. But you put in Tucker Carlson or Tucker Carlson on Twitter, and outside of hit pieces on Tucker Carlson, or probably do that with Donald Trump too if you want to, or any other conservative, right-leaning voice that the enemy opposes. And they're the enemy. And I'm not speaking just leftist. It's not even just a leftist, rightist thing. It's a rightist, wrongist thing. That's what it is. But we do know the general ideologies that are going on and who more or less carries what torch or banner for who. And so, it is somewhat binary right now. Even though I realize that it's a whole lot bigger than that. Okay? I do. But in terms of searching something on the internet or whatever the case may be. But I encourage you, excuse me, watch that interview. Me and Mrs. RWP and my dad sat down and watched it last night. I just turned it on. They wandered into the room a few minutes later. I didn't know that I was going to sit and watch the whole thing. We all kind of got engaged, and we would pause it periodically and comment and have commentary and discussions ourselves because it was thought-provoking. There are sections of it that are, I think, important enough that I'm going to show little RWP. Now, I'm going to have to go back through it and figure the timestamps for sure because, some parts are not appropriate for little ones. But little RWP is 10 and is a smart kid. And he understands. I'm thankful that he has such an understanding. But he understands the world really in ways more so than what a kid of 10 should. And really should even have to know about. But unfortunately, the world thrusts its ugly face into the faces of our children earlier and earlier. So that being said, I'm just thankful that he's such a good kid. He's just such a good kid, with a sweet and forgiving heart, and he could handle it. And I think it would do him some good even to hear some of what they talk about. Again, I wouldn't sit down and let him watch the whole thing, but there are certainly moments that I think he does need to hear. And I think you, pardon again, I think you guys need to see it too. It is it's inspiring. I'm just going to put it to you that way. And a bit alarming. But anyway, that's all I got. I'll give you an update, a proper update on Area 53 here in the next couple of days. Like I say, I've been at work all week, going to work now. It's Friday. I've been just super busy, and I've got to work tomorrow too on Saturday, at least till about noon. And it's supposed to rain, supposed to come in. So if that takes place, then we'll probably just do some things inside. But we'll see. But anyway, things are moving just slowly regarding the cleanup, and everything else in life is ticking along just like I would expect it to. And that's it. Thanks so much, RWP, on a road trip. See you later.